On 98.1 The Max.
We talked yesterday about the bill that's on our governor's desk, Governor Lee's desk, about anyone with a gun no longer needs a permit to carry it. And the Memphis Police Department say interstate shootings are increasing and road rage is at the center of most of the incidents.
Yep.
And a permitless carry law could make the situation worse. Now, see, that's why we're going to have Memphis Police Director Mike Rawlings on tomorrow to discuss this, because I think that we already have a problem. If we already have a problem with you don't have to have a permit to carry a gun in your car, I mean, the law already is that you don't have to have a permit to carry
Right.
in your car.
Okay.
So,
How does this change it?
yeah, how does it change it?
What changes? I think that's the main question, is what changes.
I think it changes, like you said yesterday, carrying it into a place. But if you already can carry it in your car, and we're talking about road rage, you already have that privilege.
I mean, I'm all about people's rights and stuff. You want to carry a gun. I don't care. But I personally don't get the desire to have a gun on your hip everywhere you go. I mean, I see, the law enforcement has to do it. That's their job. But just to be walking up into a Taco Bell with a gun on my hip, I just don't get it. And I think that we're looking at this from Memphis's point of view rather than the state of Tennessee. Because if I'm not mistaken, Memphis is the only place in the state with a gun violence problem. So the question is, does this bill make it easier or harder for law enforcement to figure out who's got a gun legally and who don't?
Right. I think, but also we have the biggest gun problem, and I don't think those criminals have a permit, nor would they have a permit if they needed one.
But it gives law enforcement the ability to distinguish between the two.
Yes, I think we both agree that everyone should have a permit that has a gun. You have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle, and a vehicle to me is a weapon just as much.
Because you can run somebody down real quick. Sure can.
Oh yeah.
Sure can. So we'll have him on tomorrow, and we'll see what's going on with this. A mask mandate across Arkansas has expired, according to a release from the state. Governor Asa Hutchinson decided not to extend the mask mandate. Hutchinson said cities in Arkansas won't be able to enforce their own mask mandates. The state has so far met the requirements for new cases and hospitalizations set for mandates end. So I guess things are getting better in Arkansas.
Yeah, you don't have to wear a mask. I'm going over to the bridge.
So they got a dispensary right across the river and no masks.
Why are we living here?
I may need to rent a U-Haul.
And you probably need a permit for a gun. I'm not sure on that. I haven't looked that law up, but we may need to move to Arkansas.
Arkansas looking better and better every day, isn't it? So we had this conversation yesterday about our daughters and TikTok. Danny's daughter is 8, mine is 14. And the things we asked them about TikTok, the difference in an 8 and a 14-year-old could not be more obvious.
Yes, and I think we learned some things. Maybe not how to make money on TikTok, but how they think that we can make money.
It's coming up in just a few minutes on the Max. Yeah. Not all. All right. Good morning, Stacey.
I mean, I need to go get the remote to the shot collar.
Lord, have mercy. Look at this hockey page. It's all mixed up. I got Avery on one line and then Josie just all over the place.
All right, so let's plan this out how we're going to do it.
Okay. I say we spend this break mostly on Josie because her clips are long.
I know that's why I feel like they're a little too long.
Here, let me play a couple of Avery's for you so you can hear them.
Just be yourself. That's it. That's all my
I have to
advice.
admit, I admire you putting the pictures up of you crying, of you just blubbering crying. That's very vulnerable and real.
Um,
How did you feel when you put that up? Why did you put that
I
up?
didn't really care. It was just a trend that all my friends were doing.
Oh, so there's really no realness involved.
No.
All right, clean your room.
That one has to be last.
Now, how do you make money on TikTok?
Sign up for the Creator Fund.
And what is that?
I don't
Talk where
know.
Danny can hear you.
It's where you make the money. Like you sign up. Well, no crap. So you're gonna go on there and you have to sign up for it. I don't know. I can't do it because I'm not 18 and I don't have 500K followers. You basically already have to be famous to be more famous. Give me donations or I'll kill you. How about them apples?
I don't know that that's going to be particularly
I think it
effective.
will.
That'll be.
Here, I'll do it in a better voice. Give me donations or Bubby will eat you. How about them apples?
Wow, I'm going to let a
How about them apples?
He is 15 pounds.
Is he that big now?
Don't be disrespectful. You have to be over 18.
What would I know? But what would you say?
I would just make a regular TikTok.
Like what?
Like dancing. Oh yeah.
So they got one thing in TikTok common.
Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering. Should we put them head to head?
Oh yeah, that might work. That might work. That might be fun. Okay, we'll put them head to head.
All right, so Josie won. Who is Addison? That would go, I think, with Avery's advice.
Okay.
And then the other ones are pretty much labeled the same, right? Make money, donations, influence.
Okay.
What do you remember what Addison's last name is?
Ray or A.
Rae.
Yeah.
Because I love that Jimmy Fallon story too. I mean, that's
It's kind of a side note.
right.
Credit the choreographer, the choreographer.
Corey, I left it in there. Don't you love it? And I started giggling because I knew you'd be like
Danny's host.
rhetoric. All right. So let's see.
So when we're talking about it, if you want me to play a specific one, tell me which one to play on the air. You're like, Josie, make money TikTok. You know what I mean? If I'm seem to be having trouble. Because they're all mixed up on here. I really didn't.
YouTube version
I'm just
of the
watching this real
segment,
quick
they do
with the
list
Fallons to get
all the
caught up. Hang on.
creators of each
seconds. Yesterday, Danny and I decided to ask our daughters if they could make money on TikTok, and their answers are fantastic. We'll get into that right after Shine Down.
I'm going to ask next time if how to make money on fans only.
No, we're not going there.
Is it only fans?
Yeah. I was trying to the other night. What? No, it's not Friday yet, unfortunately. I was talking to Margot about that the other night. I'm like, man, we should do that. Make us some money. No, we can't hear what Danny's doing. She's enjoying copyrighted material. The rest of us just sit in silence.
Oh, I shouldn't have gone to listen to that.
Legal karaoke. It's a karaoke game that we've run through legal to make it 100% legal for radio. And it's basically it appears somewhere in the atmosphere. What do you think?
I think it's good. I think it's going to go ba 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 ba.
It's a karaoke game. We ran it through the legal department to make sure it was cool. You shouldn't have watched that. Why? Are you so entertained now? You're just finished with Wednesday, or are you triggered as I expect you would be?
You know,
The story and the cancel
well, they kind of flip flop their whole opinion on when they said it, and
like how you gonna hate on Jimmy Fallon? If
well,
you
how are
hate-
you gonna?
if you hate
Wait,
on
hold
Jimmy
on.
Fallon, you're the AO.
Do you know?
Oh, we only got 45 seconds. Rabbit hole needs to be shallow.
Los Del Rio is?
Who? Los Del Rio?
Yeah.
The guy that did La Bamba? Oh, that was the Los Lobos boys. Never mind.
He did the Macarena. So every time I get up and do the Macarena or Macarena, whatever it is,
You have to credit the
Thank you.
choreographer
to Los Del Rio.
who made this bad dancing possible.
That's what TikTok is. White people trying to dance like black people. It's all it is. And they don't do a good job.
Since 1948.
You're listening to Danny and Country Corey on 98.1 The Max.
The TikTok craze has gotten out of control, and Corey and I were wondering if you can make any money off it like you can with YouTube. So we had our good friend Tavin Dillard on yesterday, who is, the TikTok sensation. He's had a lot of followers. He got 14,000 followers. No, 13 years off YouTube.
Right.
It took him only like 3 months to get as many followers on TikTok.
And it seems like he's making money. I mean, he doesn't seem to have a job.
At least with his t-shirts and his portraits.
This t-shirt
So
is ridiculous.
we thought we'd go to, actually the experts on this to
Right.
find out really what TikTok's all about. So we asked my 8-year-old and we asked Corey's 14-year-old. We started off a little advice Like
Okay.
we asked Josie, who she was telling me about some big TikToker, and that's the advice she would give someone.
Who is Addison?
Yeah.
Josie, since you've become such a big experienced TikToker, what
No.
advice would you give someone that's just starting out to TikTok?
Ask Addison Ray,
Who's Addison Ray?
the best TikToker in the entire world.
Does she have a lot of followers?
Yeah, she has like more than 2 million something.
What does she do on TikTok?
Dance.
Dance.
Got a dancer. Apparently, Addison Ray's pretty good. She was on Jimmy Fallon the other night dancing.
She was, huh?
She was.
I saw him. There's big controversy about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that here in a bit. Right now, let's look at Avery's advice.
Just be yourself.
Good advice.
That's it. That's all
I
my
have to
advice.
admit, I admire you putting the pictures up of you crying, of you just blubbering crying. That's very vulnerable and real. How did you feel when you put that up? Why did you put that
I
up?
didn't really care. It was just a trend that all my friends were doing.
Oh, so there's really no realness involved.
No.
All right, clean your room.
If you're gonna be fake on TikTok, clean your room. I'm not putting up with that.
I can't believe, you're so like, I'm so proud of you.
I
You're
was. I mean, when I first saw, it's like 8 or 10 pictures of just ugly crying, which she does 3-4 times a week, so that she has no end of opportunities to get those pictures. But for her to put them up like that, I thought, well, wow, that's real. It wasn't.
Because if you could get donations, I would think you would need to know how to cry, because that is one way that you can make money on TikTok. We found out is by donations.
Yeah.
So we asked our girls, how would they ask for donations?
If you were going to ask people for a donation on TikTok, how would you do it?
I would get a sound and then dance to it, but I'm going to do like the real dance that someone else made up. But I would make my own dances.
Oh, so you would be the choreographer too. So you wouldn't have to pay the choreographer.
But I would also, it wouldn't happen with my followers, or if they send me stuff, it wouldn't happen unless I get popular on something else, because I only have 71 followers right now.
Do you want to get popular and just make a living off TikTok?
Not a living.
What do you want to make a living doing?
Wait till I'm 21.
Wait till I'm
She wants
21.
to be a professional drinker. is what it means.
That runs in the family. Did we play Avery's advice? Because it's really good advice.
Her donations?
Her advice, yeah, her donations. That's what I'm looking at. Here's Avery asking for donations. She's 14.
Give me donations or I'll kill you.
Mm.
About them apples.
I don't know that that's going to be particularly.
I think it will.
That'll be.
Here, I'll do it in a better voice. Give me donations or Bubby will eat you. How about them apples?
Wow, going to let a 5-pound dog eat them. Huh?
He is like 15 pounds.
Is he that big now?
Don't be disrespectful.
So would you pick up the dog and say, my dog will eat you?
Yeah, she kind of pointed at him and said, I'll let him eat you.
Who in the family says, how about them apples?
That would be her. That's all Avery.
You and Margot don't use that?
Never.
Really?
It is actually a brand new phrase. But after hearing her say it a couple of times, I kind of like it.
Yeah, because usually kids, pick up on what their parents say. I haven't said that in a long time. How about them apples?
How about them apples?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So I asked Avery if she was going to make an influencer video, what would it be?
You have to be over 18.
I know, but what would you say?
I would just make a regular TikTok.
Like what?
Like dancing. Oh, yeah.
Dancing.
Dancing wins every time.
You'd think that humor would be a little more prevalent in these TikToks than dancing. Because when I watch TikTok, I just watch it for the funny.
I agree. But as both of them have answered dancing in just about every question, and then this Addison Ray, who's like the #1 TikToker, all she does is dance. She's not funny at all. Apparently, TikTok and dancing is the reason for it.
Apparently, you make money that way. I need to learn to dance.
Wow, you could dance on OnlyFans and see what happens.
Yeah, I'd get kicked off. They'd be like, you got to pay us to be on here.
I think Josie goes into a whole thing about being on every platform on this one with her influencer.
Okay, we're about out of time. Can we do it here coming up?
Okay.
Okay, great. We'll hear. What was it?
Josie's influencer to Avery's influencer.
Okay, all right. That's coming up in just a bit. Running really long.
I agree.
That was like 6 minutes. So
Nothing.
it was fun. It's fun. It's just good humor. And I lost track as to what we were looking for. We're looking for Josie influencer. Okay, cool. Sorry.
No, we only got
100 of them. It's good stuff, though. I love it. Oh, Lord.
all we got left is how to make money and that Josie influencer.
Okay. Did we play Josie make money? Or did we play Avery make money?
We have Avery make money, how to make money TikTok, Josie make money TikTok, Josie influencer.
Okay, cool.
Which we could dump that Josie influencer. I don't care.
Hot in here.
It smells in here. I think a dog did something. I don't know.
Time for the shot collar. Didn't you take that puppy to like obedience class or something?
I can't afford it now after the one out. It needs a wheelchair. Which mouse?
Ah, the birds are singing in Germantown.
All right, so tell me, the coronavirus case curve has plateaued, but area officials are beginning to see signs that the curve may be going up again due to the mutated strains of the virus. The UK strain B117 is now causing at least 30% of the area's positive cases and is expected to be our dominant coronavirus variety by mid-April. And a new variant is both more contagious and more resistant to antibodies from previous infections and to a lesser extent vaccines. The article goes on to say, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but a new vaccination site is opening up in Bartlett next month to help serve Bartlett, Lakeland, Arlington. Okay, that's great and all, but so if the vaccine doesn't work, do we have to get another vaccine for the B117?
See, I think they should change the names of the variants. Like COVID 20, COVID 21, COVID 22.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier for us, wouldn't it?
That way, we're not thinking it's all the same. But those viruses, it's even the doctor we had on the other day, mentioned the variants and that although they might be a little lesser effective, you're still not going to get as sick as you would have with no vaccine at all. You know what I mean? Now it's cold in here. Menopause Wednesday.
Menopause Wednesday.
Menopause Monday. Only people 50 and over can eat. I told Margo I wasn't going to go out in the rain and get a picture of that car, but you know what I ended up doing?
Going out in the rain and taking a picture of that car.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Cortana, what's going on, girl?
You get that email every day too?
Done. Done.
Schedule some time to focus today. I'm going to focus between 10:30 and noon.
I've done that before and it came up. I was like, what is this focus thing?
It's the first time I've ever looked at that daily briefing email. So we got Avery how to make money, Josie how to make money, Josie influencer left. Is that right?
Yeah, what's the beginning of that influencer? We're going to dump that one, I think.
A TikTok influencer means somebody who has a lot of likes and followers, like Addison Rae. If you were a TikTok influencer, what would you do? What would your TikTok be of?
Oh, no, this one actually is pretty funny.
Doing what?
What is the Josie make money?
So, and then everyone knows you, so they're like, oh my God, I know her on YouTube. I've seen her pictures on Instagram.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Gotta do a tease here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How to make money on TikTok from an 8-year-old and a 14-year-old and your morning wood. How appropriate.
How to make money on TikTok from the point of view of an 8-year-old and a 14-year-old coming up.
And your morning wood for Malco movie passes. How appropriate.
We're the best parents ever.
Okay, I've turned everything off. What do you people want?
I give up. I got great news.
I'll be the judge of that.
Father's Day is on a Sunday. My birthday is the next Saturday. I'm going to take vacation that week,
Very nice.
and I'm going to make it a week about me. Margo said last night, "Why not? The rest of them are." He's got jokes.
Uh,
Ugh.
So and then everyone knows you. So they're like,
Now, how do you make money on TikTok?
Sign up for the creator fund.
And what is that?
I don't know.
yeah. All right. Don't do the money TikTok. Do the Josie influencer.
Okay.
I said it backwards because that one's much more entertaining.
All right. Sounds like a winner. Winner, winner. TikTok dinner. Kesha.
So, if you want to say anything about Addison Ray, I would do Josie influencer after Avery How to Make TikTok Money and be done with it.
All right. Go with Avery first.
Yeah. I mean, it'll just be a easy transition.
To what?
Till you tell me about Jimmy Fallon.
Okay. So after we do the Josie thing, then just ask.
You're listening to Danny and Country Corey on 98.1.
And TikTok is the big fad thing amongst everyone. I get TikTok text messages from anybody that's 8 to 58, 68.
Nobody ever sends me a TikTok.
We took it upon ourselves to get a little advice from Corey's 14-year-old and my 8-year-old, and we wanted to know how to make some money on TikTok.
Now, how do you make money on TikTok?
Sign up for the creator fund.
And what is that?
I don't
Talk where
know.
Danny can hear you.
It's where you make the money. Like you sign up. Well, no crap. So you're gonna go on there and you have to sign up for it. I don't know. I can't do it because I'm not 18 and I don't have 500K followers. You basically already have to be famous to be more famous.
Unless she realized how that sounded as she said it. You have to be famous to be more famous.
But once you become famous, then you become an influencer, and then that's how you make the money. So I asked mine this.
A TikTok influencer means somebody who has a lot of likes and followers, like Addison Ray. If you were a TikTok influencer, what would you do? What would your TikTok be of?
me?
Doing what?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, Addison Ray seems to do good dancing. What would you be doing?
Showing cringy pictures of my mom.
Showing what? Pictures? What was that adjective?
Yeah, you show pictures of you without makeup on, and then I show them on TikTok.
Cringy pictures?
Uh-huh.
So you're saying pictures of me with no makeup will get as many followers as Addison dancing?
Um,
That's what you just said.
well, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
You said Addison Ray was on Jimmy Fallon, and there's some controversy. What's going on now?
They were doing the TikTok dances. Jimmy Fallon would hold up a card that has the name of a TikTok dance, and Addison Ray would have to do it on the spot immediately. And they got in trouble because they didn't credit the choreographers of the dances, the guys that made up the dance. So Everybody was all mad at Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, what?
I've never seen choreographer credits in a music video, but you know, I don't know.
Never. What was he gonna like write it on? And it reminded me of the the NXS video, mediate, don't hesitate. You know, they're just throwing the signs. Was he gonna write it below it by so and so? I mean, I guess he could have, but who thought of that?
No, that's what I was saying. If you were the one writing that bit, were you going to really think, well, we got to credit the choreographer? No, nobody's going to credit that. But there's going to have to be somebody to think that stuff through and write the credits at the end of the show or whatever is the best I can tell. That's the best way I can think of to handle it, because you can't interrupt a show with credits halfway through. You know, we're on Facebook Live right now. I'm not going to stop and say, you know, who designed my T-shirt.
You're exactly right.
You know,
And
so
every time I do the Macarena, I'm not going to say thank you to Los Del Rio, said no one, for making up the worst dance ever. Come on, guys.
Shame on you for still doing the Macarena.
Only in my sleep.
All right, let's get into it.
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today for Malco Movie Passes? Would an emotional support beer become real after last year's viral joke?
Would a new breed of walnut grow 10-pound nuts as large as a baseball?
And would Kanye West finally announce his decision to release a polka album?
901-535-9898. Which one of those headlines is the real Morning Wood headline? All right. 98.1 The Max. Who's this?
Right?
Where you from, buddy?
Hernando, Mississippi.
All right, Blake from Hernando. Which one of those headlines is the real headline?
I got to go with the first one.
You are right.
Emotional. The emotional support beer is a real thing.
Awesome. Who would have thought, man? Beer. Gotta love it.
Balake has got Morning Wood and Malco Movie Passes. Congratulations.
Nice job, brother.
Thank you so much.
How often do you get that?
Not often enough.
I meant Balake.
Oh, it's actually Ray.
Oh, I thought you said Blake. So you're Blake.
No.
now.
Today you're Blake, Ray.
Today I'm Blake. You know, whatever it works.
All right.
Why is my phone going nuts? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yep, bye.
I'm glad he was right, because he's the only one that's called. Ooh, them bones. Is that a hand pick
That is a hand pick for, what do you call it?
for me?
And Morning Wood.
Oh, I get it.
Somebody recommended that on our Facebook Live.
Who did?
Somebody did.
Oh,
Did you ever think about wood for Morning Wood?
a big old pile of them bones. I always liked Alice in Chains. Greatest rock and roll drummer of all time. Who do you think?
I mean, it's Bonham or Peart.
Nope. Guy from Def Leppard. Hands down, easily best rock and roll drummer of all time.
Wouldn't that be Hand Down?
And that's why, it's because he did it all with one arm.
Oh, do you have your final four?
My final four songs.
Mm-hmm.
I can get them quickly.
I was gonna make a little montage of mine.
I didn't know what you meant, a montage of final four. So I guess I can make a montage of mine as well.
Not Macarena.
Need you tonight. I'm not sleeping. Three Morning Wood headlines. Your Morning Wood is coming up next.
Can't hear me when I'm on mute.
All right.
Did you hear me?
Uh-uh.
Can't hear me when I'm on mute. I'm like,
Nope.
Warner Woods coming up next.
I don't have time to do anything in 2 minutes. Except eat this biscuit.
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today? Would an emotional support beer become real after last year's viral joke?
Would a new breed of walnut grow 10-pound nuts as large as a basketball?
Or would Kanye West announce the decision to release a polka album?
901-535-9898. Hi, who's this?
Right?
Where you from, buddy?
Hernando, Mississippi.
All right, Blake from Hernando. Which one of those headlines is the real headline?
I got to go with the first one.
You are right.
Emotional
All
support.
right.
The emotional support beer is a real thing.
Awesome. Who would have thought, man? Beer. Gotta love it.
Balake has got Morning Wood and Malco movie passes. Congratulations.
Nice job, brother.
Thank you so much.
Emotional support beer has been real in my life for quite some time.
I had the same thought. You love to brew your own beer, and I always ask why. Is it a thing? Is it like blowing leaves? Is it just a little pastime?
It's therapy. Making beer is therapy. Therapy. Well, last year, Floyd Hayes went viral when he tried to register a pint of beer as an emotional support animal. Now, New York's Woodstock Brewing has decided to take the idea and run with it, partnering with Floyd and creating the limited edition IPA, Emotional Support Animal. The new brew is providing emotional support with a portion of the proceeds going to Operation at Ease, a charity that pairs shelter dogs with veterans and first responders. If you want some unregistered emotional support in a can, you'll have to move quickly. The beer is already sold out. The good news is that Woodstock Brewing says it will be an annual release benefiting a different charity each year. And if the demand is there, they may make additional batches this year. Don't sound like it's nationwide, though, which is problematic if you want an emotional support IPA.
It's a great spin on things, I guess.
I've got a cerveza on the ferment. I mean, we can have come Cinco de Mayo. I can provide some emotional support.
And you've already got 5 dogs, so you need the most emotional support. But I bet you can find some good homes for those dogs.
We can pair them with veterans and
Yes,
and first responders.
and you'll get the most support out of the whole thing.
Get the most quiet out of the whole thing. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, this rain. If you have dogs, you know it. Why did we get a puppy in it? Don't get a puppy in December, January in Memphis because it just rains all February, March.
I'm talking to the people in my house. Don't get a puppy. Don't bring a puppy home. Don't do it. It can't stay here. There's no room at the inn.
Well, it's finally happening. The NFL is adding a 17th regular season game beginning this coming season.
This might mean we get the Monday after the Super Bowl off.
We better.
Ooh, look at you, lightning fast.
It makes me too nervous.
Yay, you took out the Eagles. You and I do not see eye to eye on the Eagles. I like Eagles that rocks. I don't like Eagles that sounds like country.
I don't know much Eagles that rock.
Like Life in the Fast Lane. Take the money and run. Morgan brought me a biscuit. Wasn't that nice of him?
Yep. All right. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are new forms of the coronavirus. Just what we needed, right?
Yeah. So we wondered, are we doing enough to protect ourselves and our son?
Turns out we are. Because things like well-fitted masks, 6 feet of space, avoiding crowds.
All of that still works. And getting vaccinated, when it's our turn.
COVID may not be letting up.
But neither are we.
We can do this. Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
I love that
Tell the world I can't wait. Baby, State Farm has the coverage I need.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah, I did. Okay, cool.
I love that y'all just thought I was kidding when I called him.
I didn't think you were kidding. As soon as he said something, as soon as I realized it was you, I started running to the studio and I hit the button as you were walking away from the camera.
Oh, I didn't see you run in.
But yeah, I got it before the song started. No, I never think that's a joke. So you got caught by the kids on one break. We'll hopefully need 2 for that. Hopefully. But we can push the baby down as necessary. Can push that baby down. Break his little skull.
Do you have Strahan's audio?
No.
I got it.
Okay.
It's Danny and Country Corey on 98.1 The Max.
Finally, it may happen. The thing that we have discussed since the big game happened this year. The NFL is adding a 17th regular season game beginning this coming season. Now, for the most part, the players aren't going to get an extra salary, yet they do get a guaranteed share of the NFL's revenue, and the league will play plenty of money off this. Oh, make money.
They're going to make plenty of money off this. I mean, that's probably why they retooled the television deal and made billions and billions of dollars here over the last couple of months, is because they knew they were going to add another game. And if that puts a Super Bowl on President's Day weekend, I have no problem with that.
At all.
None.
Because we were saying earlier this year, why don't we just move it a week?
Right.
However, it did start late. So I don't know that it always falls, it fell on the Sunday before President's Day this year because of COVID. But I think did it start a week or 2 late?
No, the regular season started on time. They just didn't have a preseason like they normally do this year.
So maybe it will.
That would be so awesome. Because that's the thing at Super Bowl time every year is people are talking about, we need to get off the day after Super Bowl. Day after Super Bowl should be a holiday. Well, in this case, voila.
It could be.
It will be. I hope it works out that way. So Michael Strahan is all smiles these days, a smile that no longer includes his signature tooth gap. He posted photos and a video of his recent trip to the dentist with the hashtag goodbye gap. Is it a permanent fix? According to reports, it's a removable dental piece that gives Strahan's smile the look of a filled-in tooth line. And, well, since April Fool's Day is tomorrow, it might be a joke.
Yeah, because back in 2014, he told Baba Walters he wouldn't be himself without the gap.
If I go home and say I'm going to do it, it'll be like, don't do it. If I post, it'll be don't do it. If I talk to my friends, it'll be don't do it. If I talk to my business partner, it'll be like, don't do it. But I got to do what I want to do for myself now, You're the only one who knows.
No, we're just going to show them.
And you're the best at this stuff when I'm here.
Can I want to get that?
Yep. Okay, ready?
All right. Get you out of here. In the moment, it was 50 years in the making.
So he gets it done. That's him getting it done. But he told Barbara, if I do it, it just won't be the same. It won't be me.
What I don't understand is if it's a removable thing, is he going to be on like Good Morning America with it, but then on NFL without it?
I don't know.
Is he just going to start switching it up like crazy? So it's going to be the constant guesswork. Is he going to have a gap today or not?
Did you ever watch 90210?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember Stuart, Brenda's boyfriend?
No. It's been a long time.
I know, right? Okay. So he had a removable thing, exactly the same.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So when we were like going out or just hanging out, he wouldn't have it in. And then when he'd go for an audition, he'd stick that thing in.
Ah, good thinking. That way the audition people didn't know that you were.
Right. So I, like you said, but will Michael just wear it when he's on TV, but when he's at home, he'll not wear it?
Well, see, the thing about it is it's going to look weird that for him to have it on. Like
I saw the video. He looks amazing.
Oh, he looks fantastic, but I'm gotten so used to him on Sunday morning watching him with his famous tooth gap that if he doesn't have it, I'm going to constantly be looking at his teeth.
Well, come on now. I don't know, because all I did with the weatherman, help me out here. Why is his name Tim Simpson? Thank you, Tim Simpson, Channel 3. All I looked at was his toupee.
Right.
And then when he took it off, I was like, oh my God, you are handsome. And how did you get so cool? Because I thought he was a goob because I was staring at the toupee.
Right.
Now I just am like, I believe everything he's saying. I don't think he's a goob at all. So,
you're drooling over the TV.
right. So I look at Michael every day going, why do you have that gap in your tooth, in your teeth? Get it fixed. Get it fixed. Get it fixed.
Never looked at him like that. I just, people
it
people
makes
are born different ways, and it just
makes him have a lisp, and he's just, I'm like, fix that. Now he's like, damn.
Easy, Daniel.
He's handsome, because now I look at it, I'm looking at him and not the gap. Now, maybe that's very, shallow and judgmental of me to do that, but
it is. But that's part of what makes you you. It's part of why we love you.
Well, that's why you're on TV too, is because you look good.
Right.
So is there something you would fix? A simple fix?
Then yeah, do it. Absolutely. I would do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely.
I would too. Does that make you vain?
I don't think it makes you vain. I think everybody's got little things that they want to correct about themselves to help their self-confidence that doesn't necessarily go over to vanity. Now, if you are, I think you can go to extremes with it. You know what I mean?
I couldn't agree with you more. Like, I put makeup on every day. Is that vain? No, I'm fixing my face. But I'm very small chested and I would never get a boob job.
Because you don't want to be vain.
Yeah, because that doesn't bother me for some reason. But I had braces twice and I need them again.
Braces twice? That sucks.
Yeah. You don't wear your retainer, kids. You will get them on again.
Wow.
But yeah, so I do think there are levels of vanity. And I think that him fixing that, Sheryl Crow said that, Jewel didn't want to get her tooth fixed because that was part of her. And she was afraid it was going to change her singing. It could. So him getting it changed, I think I'm all about it. Yeah, I think it's much better.
I bet he's got to get used to talking though, because with the gap between your teeth to go into no gap between your teeth, your S's and T's and D's and stuff aren't going to sound the same.
The exact reason I had to go to speech class in 5th grade, because my 2 front teeth were gone for so long. My S's were like Michael's. I had a lisp that was created by missing teeth. So when the new teeth came in, I had to learn how to talk all over again.
Much to your parents' dismay, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. And then now look at me and I still talk like this. Every time I say an S, I still have a little twinge in my toes. Like, oh no, here comes another S. And who's the a-hole that put an S in lisp?
The S in lisp. That's hysterical. All right. Well, something happened. I got caught. Margo and I got caught doing something. And
You got caught by the kids. You got caught by the kids.
Yeah. We got caught. I mean, straight up.
901-535-9898. Have you ever been caught by the kids? And we'll hear how Corey was caught next.
All right, great. Here, clear. Cool. We got that call there. All right. Did you listen to these calls?
No, I forgot my homework assignment.
It's okay. Only one of them's worth using.
Good morning. Still a little.
Then I trust you. I looked at my notes this morning with my edit, 4 songs, Josie, and caught phone calls. Did I do any of it?
I don't know. Josie, maybe.
No.
All right. Gotta mute this for the montage making.
Montage in the making. No calls? Should we go here or let it roll? Or tease and see if we can get anything?
Well, we weren't exactly clear what we were caught doing, so maybe we'll just do a little tease here and
Just be more specific. Caught doing the deed?
yeah.
Country Corey and his wife were caught by the kids while they were doing the deed.
And what's worse about it, we didn't even find out about it until the next day.
Oh, so you're just walking around making bacon, acting like everything's okay.
Yeah, right. 901-535-9898. If you've ever gotten caught, we want to hear that story. Okay, there we go.
How's that other call start?
Well, after my divorce, I met another guy that I went to high school with. So we started dating and eventually.
Like that?
Okay.
You want to name her?
Melissa.
Melissa.
All right, you first or Melissa first?
Let's go with Melissa first. Feel free. There's no, like, the caller is the only person on that audio. So if you want to react to it,
Okay.
that would make it a little more authentic. Or at least I think it does. Check out A Hood Official and Jason Banks on TikTok. All right.
What about Joseph Banks? I can't. One of these stupid YouTube things that my kids watch. They're the I don't know, Chad Wildclay ninjas. Anyway, I just laugh because like one of the people that they're looking for is Joseph Banks, and it just makes me laugh every time. And my kids are like, "Why is it so funny?" I'm like, "It's Joseph Banks. That's what it's like. It's a store." So like,
Right.
my kids
Joseph A. Bank.
and his mom's Ann Taylor.
Ugh.
How long you making your montage, you think?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know in a few minutes. 4 songs seems like a lot. But we'll go with it. See what happens. At least we're not making people make their montages. My songs are weird, though.
Mine are pretty weird too.
Okay. At least I'm not the only one.
Well, yeah, we have an explanation, right? You got an explanation behind them all. Like I had to narrow them down too.
I just picked really songs that I really like and could listen to without getting sick of.
Not at all my vision.
You always have a vision.
Vision of love.
Oh crap! I didn't pull a baby either.
It's all right. We'll pull it.
It's Danny and Country Corey.
Morning, noon, and night, I listen to you, partially because of quarantine.
And we also canceled Netflix.
But still,
love you guys.
love you guys.
On 98.1 The Max.
Corey and his wife got caught doing the deed by the kids. Am I saying that right? You know, like there's a prepositional phrase like that goes certain places. I'm real bad with English. So like, should it be Corey and his wife got caught doing the deed by the kids, or the kids caught Corey and his wife doing the deed? There we go.
You just wanted to say that as many different ways as possible, I think.
Well, I just want to make sure I said it right, because we do have listeners that'll write in and be like, "Do you know that you technically said that the kids were doing the deed and Corey and his wife watched?" No.
No, we didn't even know about it until the next morning. 901-535-9898. Melissa got caught too.
Well, after my divorce, I met another guy that I went to high school with. So we started dating, and eventually we ended up married now. But my mom watched my kids. They were probably 6 and 7 at the time. And after they just fell asleep in her room because we went out. When we came back to my house to drop me off, things kept going. And next thing you know, I have my mom and my kids in the doorway opening it up while I'm doing other things, adult stuff in my bed.
Wow.
So it wasn't just my kids, it was my mom too.
Right.
Oh, my mom just kind of grabbed them both and moved and just, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm sorry, I guess. And she just walked out real quickly with my kids.
Just walked in and then walked out. Why not?
I think I would be more embarrassed in front of my mother than my kids. I can make up something with my kids. My mom, she straight up knows what's going on.
I was in the position that I couldn't make up anything.
What position was that?
Apparently we left the door open. Thought it was closed. It was not. I mean, and it was full on. I mean, loving it. You know what I mean?
Was it in the middle of the day, at night?
It was at night. And then the next morning, Avery was like, "Y'all left the door open last night. Gross."
Oh no.
And, what do you say? What do you say? Except stand there and be absolutely mortified.
Mind your own business. I don't know. It's something like I would say, well, you should mind your own business. I'd turn it around on her and just because that's the kind of person I am, I'd make it her fault.
Right. So a little bit later on, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to approach this with Margot. And Margot's like, you left the door open last night. I'm like, me? I'm not the only one that knows how to close a door.
Jeff Smith on our Facebook Live said, you got to lock the door.
Yep. Thanks, Joe. Here's your Captain Obvious cape for the day, Joe.
Oh, well, no, Jeff. I think you should have said, you got to close the door.
Don't do any good to lock it if it's not closed. Has that ever happened to you?
You have to have sex to get caught.
Oh, that's tough. 901-535-9898. Please don't leave me on this island. Please tell me I'm not the only one that this has happened to.
Oh, I know it's not. I just can't figure out. Our listeners will call and tell us the most crazy story about the most innocent thing. Like somehow it will get sexual or it'll get like forest fires. But if you ask them directly a question about sex, they just don't call.
Okay.
Right?
Maybe somebody can break that trend right now at 901-535-9898. $98.1 The Max.
Hey man, I was just listening to you on the radio, and I had something to make you feel a little bit better, I guess.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so this might be a little bit graphic, but I'm married with my wife about 12 years. I got 5 kids.
Oh my God!
Wow, y'all really like each other.
So it's not uncommon her and I have intimate times, but with 5 kids, it's hard to fit it in sometimes.
Right.
So one morning, my wife and I feeling frisky. We have the door closed, but right in the middle, right at the end of it, my third youngest decides to open the door as soon as I am finishing my job.
Oh no!
So there's nothing we can do. My wife has to just sit there. She happens to be in a position of, I guess, dominance. So all I could do was sit there and lay there as my wife had to turn around and pretty much, tell him, hey, breakfast will be soon. You need to get out of here.
Get out of here, kid. Daddy's finishing up breakfast. Yours is next.
Oh my God.
It was probably the most unsatisfactory climax of my life.
Oh, thank you, brother. It's good to hear from you.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yay. Amy Grant, okay with you?
No.
Right.
I'm trying to think of, I'm looking through here. Is there an artist that we're missing that we play? Oh, I know an easy one. There's got to be.
What is it?
We got some time. It's all right. Okay, maybe not. Hold on. Maybe I'm
98.1 The Max.
All right. So I have a story, but it's not. Well, we weren't in the middle of having sex, but I was in the middle of giving him some wonderful pleasure, and we were out on some kind of backcountry road because we don't want to get caught, and because we're not married yet. And we pulled down this trail, and a whole crew of people on horses come down this trail while I'm in middle of doing the awesomeness that I'm doing, and we're just all mortified. I mean, it is a family of people on horses.
Wow.
I mean, there's at least 11 people that has come on horses, and I'm trying my best, just hiding my face down in his lap.
Just trying to not be seen for a minute, huh?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Thank you so much for your story.
All right, you have a good one, y'all.
You too, bye.
Come on, be in here. Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna drop Tom Petty. Almost said Pink Floyd.
Why is it a zip file? Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay, I just put it into song and imaging. Let me get the baby out of it.
All right.
All right, so where are we going here?
We're gonna go with the horses and then oh boy.
And then coming up next, who that baby be?
Yep.
Cool.
It's Danny and Country Corey on 98.1 The Max.
And Corey got caught by the kids, him and his wife doing the deed. Have you ever been caught?
Didn't even find out about it till the next day either. That is tough. 901-535-9898. Good morning.
All right. So I have a story, but it's not. Well, we weren't in the middle of having sex, but I was in the middle of giving him some wonderful pleasure, and we were out on some kind of backcountry road because we don't want to get caught, and because we're not married yet. And we pulled down this trail, and a whole crew of people on horses come down this trail while I'm in middle of doing the awesomeness that I'm doing, and we're just all mortified. I mean, it is a family of people on horses.
Oh, no. Wow.
I mean, there's at least 11 people that has like come on horses, and I'm trying my best, just hiding my face down in his lap.
Just try to make the steam for a minute, huh?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Thank you so much for your story.
All right, you have a good one, y'all.
You too, bye.
I mean,
that is terrible.
like they're not going to know what you're doing with your head down in his lap. It's hysterical because I remember the carpenter and I trying to join the Mile High Club, and those bathrooms on planes are way too small, and I just was like, this ain't gonna work. This is stupid. I'm nervous. We can't. I'm gonna be so embarrassed by the time we walk out of here. No. And he just looks at me and goes, they already think it. We've been in here long enough. And I was like, you're right. But you know what? I'll know I'm not in the Mile High Club. So I know exactly how she feels. It's like, they already know.
901-535-9898.
Hey man, I was just listening to you on the radio, and I had something to make you feel a little bit better, I guess.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so this might be a little bit graphic, but I'm married with my wife about 12 years. I got 5 kids. So,
oh my God!
Wow, y'all really like each other.
So it's not uncommon. Her and I have intimate times, but with 5 kids, it's hard to fit it in sometimes.
Right.
So one morning, my wife and I feeling frisky. We have the door closed, but right at the end of it, my third youngest decides to open the door as soon as I am finishing my job.
Oh no.
So there's nothing we can do. My wife has to just sit there. She happens to be in a position of I guess dominance. So all I could do was sit there and lay there as my wife had to turn around and pretty much tell him, hey, breakfast will be soon, you need to get out of here.
Get out of here, kid. Daddy's finishing up breakfast. Yours is next.
Oh my God.
It was probably the most unsatisfactory climax of my life.
Terrible.
I mean, I'm surprised he even climaxed.
Absolutely terrible. It sounded like it was already imminent when the kid walked in, but it will ruin a mood in a heartbeat.
Jeff is on our Facebook Live. He said, I'd walked in on my parents one time back in the late 70s or early 80s, and I just backed out and said, oh.
Like you do.
Yeah, it's the last thing anyone wants to see.
Nobody wants to see that. That is gross. So our game yesterday, Who Dat Baby Be, was a fantastic success. And
Guns N' Roses, you guys listed every song in the GNR catalog.
I loved it too.
Except Paradise City.
So we've got one coming up today that's twice as hard. Who Dat Baby Be is in it. long's your montage end up being?
I haven't finished it. I got 3 babies because it's so hard. So we can either use all 3 or just pick which one you want to use.
I thought we were using the other one that I just got.
That's the song, but I've got the 3 actual just baby
on the hotkey page. Right here.
Yeah, I went and got 3. That's what I said I was doing. I was going to get the babies. I said I got one.
That's what I was doing too.
Well,
Did you get all 3 from the same song?
yeah.
Okay.
Which opening are we using? How much time we got? Oh, okay. Hold a minute.
Which one you want to use? You want to mix a lot?
Sure.
$20 seconds. Need to drop Facebook.
It's time.